Hi, this is Cynthia. Welcome to Cynthia's chair. Today my chair is the floor, and today we're going to talk about crawling. Crawling is really important, and it's something that I'd like you to take a look at with your child, especially between the ages of 7 to 10 months. And even if they're not crawling by 10 months, beyond that, they really do need to either crawl or at least be in the crawling position. We'll be reviewing some of those positions and how to get your child in and out of them. But I really want to stress that there are so many things that are happening developmentally when your child gets into the position of crawling, and even more whenever they actually move forward for crawling. A lot of strengthening is happening. It's happening in their shoulder, it's happening in their hips, it's happening in their hands. And that translates to their ability to do something up like this. If they're writing on a board, or if they need to lift their arm to do something, that strength needs to come from the shoulders. So oftentimes I might see a child who's not yet picking up their sippy cup and getting it to their mouth because they just don't have the shoulder strength. So there are many things that come from crawling, and I really want to stress that you try to get your child into crawling. If they're not crawling by 10 or 11, even 12 months, please talk to your pediatrician about that and see if maybe you need a therapist to come in just to help you get that tweak done so that they can actually get into the crawling position. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. I just want to make sure that everybody understands how important crawling is for child development. I have with me Ivy. Ivy is 6. She certainly is way past the age of learning how to crawl, but I wanted to use her so we can work through the positioning. So what I'm going to have Ivy do for me is get on her hands and knees, and then I want you to just crawl forward. And you can stop there and come back over here and sit for me for a second. So as she crawled forward, she had hips moving reciprocal like this, and her arms were doing the same thing. Go get back on your hands and knees for me. Just stay right here on your hands and knees. Go lifting, there you go. So while she's up here, she can rock back and forth, and as she rocks back and forth, she's going to be strengthening her shoulder, her hand, and all of her finger and hand muscles. Now, she is certainly past the age that I would be working on this unless there was some kind of a developmental reason that a 6-year-old was not yet crawling. But this is going to be a 7, 8, 9, 10-month-old typically that is going to be getting into the crawling position, and there are so many things that are involved with that. So as Ivy is looking around, she can look to the left and she can look to the right. And as she does that, her body posture changes a little bit. So what I'm going to have her do now is get into a position called W sitting. Go ahead and sit back on your legs the way I should. There you go. And turn so you, there you go. So her feet are in a W position. The feet are going to be tending to come out to the side. She can't get into a full W, which is awesome. I don't want a child to use W sitting. That's going to put some strain on the hips, and it's also not good for the feet. So go ahead and sit in a crisscross. Much better position. She can do a lot more things whenever she's in this position. Now I'm going to have Ivy get into a side sitting position. Go ahead and get into side sitting and bend this foot back. Put your leg down. So when she's in this position, it gives her the option to play on that side, keep her balance, keep her stability, and it also does a separation of the right side of the body to the left side of the body, and there's an importance to that, as well as midline crossing, which is what she just did. And of course she could do the reverse and sit in the side sitting the other direction. So now what I'm going to do is have her crawl forward so you can see her from that position. Go ahead, Ivy. So Ivy, thanks so much for helping me with this. I hope that you've learned a little bit about crawling. I'm going to put some more information in this in the contents below, so take a look at that as it relates to helping your child get into a crawling position and the importance of that position. Have a great day.